All right, what are we doing?
What are we doing today, Kylie?
Let's go. Let's roll into it.
All right, we got rapid fire questions for you guys today.
Rapid fire. Ooh.
Okay.
So
What are the rules here?
you got to answer it fast.
Okay.
That's about it.
Also, since when do you follow rules? Just out of curiosity.
Rapid fire sounds like a game. So if it's a game, it means I have to compete. If I have to compete, then I need to know the rules to win.
I'm going to remind you of this when we are playing tennis and you are constantly changing the rules. When I just tell you I need you to keep score so I can know how bad I am so that I know when I'm getting better.
I mean, the score when it's just
No, but okay.
No,
but you keep changing the rules.
50 love every time. What am I supposed to do?
Okay, but congratulations.
40 love, whatever, every time.
Oh, 50 love. Okay, so like I said, but you're literally saying, okay, well, now we're gonna move up. Okay, now you need to stay back. Don't worry about going crisscross. Like you're literally being very nice about me learning, but you're still changing the rules. I don't ever know.
Okay.
Anyway, so he doesn't usually.
You have to get a point for me to actually start counting. How about that?
What?
If you get a point on the court, then I can start counting.
So again, you're changing the rules. Do you see what I'm saying? I can't keep. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to learn?
All right, Kylie. Let's get this going here.
All right, question number 1. What are you doing when you're in your element?
I'm talking. I'm literally usually talking to camera. Usually talking to a camera or a microphone.
Ooh. I'm also talking. Weird, because I like to talk. But I'm usually talking on the phone. I like to talk on the phone. Love talking on the phone. I prefer phone versus text or FaceTime or anything. If I'm on the phone, I'm in my zone. If I'm walking and talking, I am.
Yeah, you're really good.
I could do like 50 miles and not even realize it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Boom. Okay. What are your favorite meals to share when you work from home?
Favorite meals to share? Dinner because it means the day is over. I do enjoy when we can stop and have our coffee and morning, whatever it is.
Right, but we're Americans. We're not Italian. So I like when we eat dinner because it means we've checked out and we can sit down and eat a meal together.
Okay. That's your answer. My answer is breakfast.
Well, I know, but I wasn't done answering.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Okay.
What are your favorite internet tabs to have open?
Google Calendar is pinned and never shut down. Trello, because I have to keep track of what's going on in the business. And those are really the only two I keep open full time.
I'd say OnlyFans, but that's probably not appropriate. So, and a joke, obviously.
And ridiculous.
It's a joke. My favorite tabs to keep open. Oof. I probably keep my, so I do, I sell sports cards, trading cards. I probably keep it's probably the tab that's open the most is the control panel to my store. And that's it. I keep that. Other than that, it kind of a revolving door. But
I would like to add one more.
What?
Zillow. I'm like all up in Zillow.
Oh, you? Yeah.
I'm all up in the Zillow world.
Yeah.
I can't stop staring at all the houses going for sale.
Oh, Twitter. Yeah, good call. Like, okay. Twitter is so open all the time that I don't even realize it. It's like...
Yeah, the whole Twitter
it's not even a tab. It's its own window.
Yeah.
Twitter.
You're on Twitter a lot.
That was good. Good call, Blake.
That's surprising if it's not open.
Blake would know. Did you check that thing? No, Blake. No. But you've been tweeting. Sorry, Blake. Kind of the way the conversations go daily. There we go.
Who taught you how to learn?
Who taught me how to learn? I would say probably my grandfather the most. A lot of this man had a second grade education in Italy, and he absorbed through listening and doing, and he passed a lot of things down to my father, who also taught me. So between my father and my grandfather, they taught me the most on how to really learn.
My mom. my mom taught me how to learn, but she's a teacher, but not in like the traditional she's a teacher and taught me how to learn sense. She taught me how to learn by surrounding herself with books and wisdom and Oprah Winfrey and all of those things. And because I was brought up in an environment where understanding and learning more about self-development was accepted and frequent behavior, that taught me how to learn a lot.
Yeah, I was taught to learn from a different perspective, from the perspective of like working hard. As immigrants, like my father and my grandfather, they had to just work harder at things. They didn't speak the language, so it was always like we always had that way of thinking as we grew up. And it was like never take anything for granted. Always work hard because, at least the way my grandfather thought was like, if I don't work hard, someone's gonna take my job. Like that's how he thought. And so, passing those values down, but learning was always to make yourself better and indisposable. And that was kind of the mindset, which I'm sure I still portray that chip on my shoulder all the time. Mm-hmm. Self-awareness.
I like those answers. I don't really understand, but what is your favorite Formula One car?
Like driver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Car driver?
What don't you understand about
What
that question?
is a Formula One?
Oh, it's like European NASCAR.
Excuse me?
I mean, I've been
wait,
watching...
hold on, stop. You don't know what Formula One is.
I just told her.
And you said it's European NASCAR.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm trying to help her understand.
So in NASCAR, if I just turned the wheel to the left and just went there, that's pretty much NASCAR. They know how to take right-hand turns and do other things in Formula One, for the record.
Okay.
There's more than
Did
just
you
left-hand
catch that?
turns.
Okay.
Right, Blake? Left-hand turns in NASCAR only? Thank you. Or right-hand
Listen.
turns. I don't know. Whatever way they turn. It's left, right? I don't even watch NASCAR. It is... Anyway, it is a fantastic sport.
I've learned a lot about Formula One in the last couple of days. That's kind of crazy that someone would even ask that question. I don't know how we got that question. Who's your favorite?
No, you go first. I got to hear this.
Well,
although I already think I know who yours is. But go ahead.
That's ridiculous.
Nope, it's gonna be exactly what I think it is.
Okay, I think you say it, Daniel Ricciardo.
Yep.
Ricardo. I think he's
shocker. He's the good-looking guy with the great smile and curly hair.
He's actually funny, first of all, and he's really good.
He was singing a song about like his scrotum
in season
that
one
season
of that
one.
show. He's good. I mean, I also like Lewis Hamilton, but I feel like that's like the easy one.
That's like jumping on the bandwagon. That's like saying I like Tom Brady after he won 7 Super Bowls.
I mean, he's insanely talented, and he drives for Mercedes. So like, it's like the easy one to pick. I feel like I'm rooting for Daniel to like get up there. You know what I mean?
I don't even know how to feel right now.
Well, why don't you start by telling me your favorite Formula One driver?
Charles Leclerc. Absolutely Charles Leclerc.
Right.
He drives for Ferrari. But see, like, here's the thing. I love Formula One. And I watch all the races. I mean, I've got like the app and everything. I pay for like listening to the radio, the radios in the cars. Like you can do all kind of like NASCAR, like people do with NASCAR. They listen to like the in-car radios. I pay for all that and I do all that.
And
Amy.
I just started watching a Formula One documentary on Netflix.
Correct.
And I've learned a lot in a few days.
And she started to really like it.
And it's, I'm just trying to help my friends learn more about it because it is very interesting. I am very excited by it. I'm on the edge of my seat watching episodes. I'm like, I don't know that I would sit through an entire actual timed race. I like this like summary of the events.
It's good. It goes in depth. I've been a fan of Scuderia Ferrari since I was a kid. My uncle used to take us go-karting. We used to watch Ferrari all the time.
We just went to the Ferrari Museum in Italy a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was awesome. But I'm a little disappointed you are a Ricardo fan, but that's okay. It's okay. Well, you have to like who you like.
Season 2 is still young, so
yeah, whatever.
We'll
it is what it is.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So someone wants to know why 2 companies and not one?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Vlogboss Studios is my first company, and it's been around since 2012, and I was freelancing before that. I really just formalized it with an LLC because I was like, this is a real thing. Let's go. So, I mean, that company's been around for a long time and had very specific intention for what it was meant to be.
Yep.
It now has the name Gatlu House and has had some rebranding, but what we've done together with Aftermark is very different. It's a different offering. And so I think you have to look at, if you have really different audiences for your businesses, there may be cases where they should be two separate companies, and that's the case for us. Now, that being said, it doesn't necessarily mean that all of these entities might not be under one roof someday, and we talk to our accountant and we talk to our legal team about these kinds of things to just make sure that we're constantly moving forward in the smartest way. But the entities are fundamentally different, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much as easy as that. They were also started in two different times, right?
Yeah.
One was started together, and that was a protection for both of us to have this company that we owned together, versus one that you had started on your own. I had my own company that I just kind of closed down because I wasn't offering those services anymore. Landino Marketing LLC, that used to be my Connecticut company. And yeah, I mean, the thing with Aftermark was that when you're dealing with the companies that we deal with on the size and scale that we were dealing with, we just needed things set up in that way, in a way, to be able to handle the inflows and outflows that company that does. It's just the nature of the business. Also, we had employees. Vlogboss didn't at the time. It was just you.
Yeah, it was contractors.
So that
only.
was that was a big deal. Like having payroll and having all these things. So we thought it was just best to do it that way. And like you said, we're working towards potentially putting things under one roof. Right now, we're also looking to expand how we're involved with other businesses as well. So yeah, it's. I mean, it worked. I don't know. Was it the right way?
It's working for us.
It's working for us.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a right or wrong. There's probably what's beneficial, and that's a case by case basis.
Right.
It's a state by state basis in the United States. It's a country by country basis depending on where you live. Like, so there's so many factors to take into account. That's just how it happened to work for us.
Fair.
What else?
Okay, I have one more final question. Your final rapid fire moment.
Okay.
If you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself about working with your partner?
Keep going. When it seems like it is the worst idea, it's there's a reason why it's like that. So I would say it is the most rewarding. But you have to go through all the pains. You have to go through all the learning moments. You have to go through all of that. Like, oh my God, I want to rip their hair, my hair out because they're driving me crazy, and I have to lay in bed next to them at night. But it is totally worth it because once everything gels together, it's like the best thing ever.
I would say just because you think you know something doesn't mean it has to be a teaching moment every time. Honestly, like we just probably spend so much time thinking about how we want to make the other person better, but it comes off as correction or shoulding all over each other, and it's just not going to work. Neither one of us operate that way.
Right.
That's not how we're best held accountable. So telling somebody, to do something or to change the way they're being or to react differently or be nicer or whatever, just like, it doesn't have to be a teaching moment. This is how it is for them right now. Do the best you can with being there for them. But just because you might feel like you're wiser about something at the moment doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do a good job of delivering that advice.
I like it. What else? That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
First rapid fire in the books.
Nice. Thanks for all your questions, everybody. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I think we should do more of these.
Okay.
Because there's definitely a lot of
Keep your questions coming.
Yeah.
You leave a 5-star rating and review. With your question in the comment, we'll answer it. Only if it's 5 stars though. If it's 1 star, we're not going to answer it, obviously.
Don't worry. We'll answer.
I'm not answering a 1-star
We'll answer it. Would love to see that.
Hey, you know what? Got to entice them with something.
Okay.
Incentive.
All right. We'll see you on the next one.